all conditioned by the platform to say 3 different sayings.
Did we go offline? Are we still on, guys? I saw OBS say that it reconnected.
That happens a lot to me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems all right.
Yeah, I just I want to connect more deeply with people over the work that I make and the work that they make. And social media, you know,
where can you even have a conversation online that's not completely one-sided?
Yeah.
I think blah blah blah, like that's fine if it's just like Twitch, but like I don't know, like I feel like I get tired of that sometimes, just like talking my mouth and like having no one there. It's like this was the same on Twitter, where it was just like no one's allowed to disagree with you, or else it's like you're just gonna be sitting there arguing all day, or they're gonna be like weaponizing their followers against you because you disagree with them, and then nobody wants to talk about anything.
Joe's frozen. Oh, give me 1 sec.
I'm frozen. Wait.
Let's see. All right, let me fix Joe real quick.
But yeah, like it's hard to have an honest conversation on a site that, like, I feel like everyone is themselves. No one's anonymous. Everyone is
themselves, but like a shadow of themselves. It's not what they really are.
Yeah.
We don't know anybody, and yet we're connected to everybody, and everybody has access to us, and we have access to everybody.
Yeah, and people act like there's something normal about that.
This is not normal. Like everybody, like 1 month after Donald Trump was president.
Yeah, this is not normal.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we've talked about this before. I don't know why, but I can't get your camera to work again.
Oh no.
Maybe you got to refresh it on your end.
Let's try.
Try? All right, I'll try again after you refresh yours.
I had 2 open. Maybe that was causing problems.
Could be. Are you muted on there? All right, I'll give it a shot. Oh no, Joe is missing. Where'd you go,
I'm
bro?
missing.
There we go. Well, I think, you know, whenever a social network dies or, you know, goes downhill, which just is a constant thing, people talk about where else can, oh my God, that's so funny looking. They're trying so hard to make an action game. The conversation, the question is always, well, where can I go? And I think the better question is, when will all of this be over? There was a time when we were not connected to each other in this way. And I think we were a lot better for it because we had no delusions about the artifice of the connections we could form online. I think Twitter surprised us because we actually did make friends by using it, but its capacity for that was limited to an internet where not everybody was on social media yet. As soon as there was a critical mass of people, I found that it was no longer feasible to make friends.
Yeah.
Now, you know, somebody younger than me is probably going to be better at doing it, but I think it must be harder than it used to be. Because the minute you enter one of these websites, you're already overwhelmed by the people who are already there. It's not easy to make your own way. You kind of, instead of, you know, finding your social scene, you kind of form the shape of this world that already exists, and is the behaviors of it are already determined. So that's tough. And I think we need to be done with it. I think we need to move on. I really do. Obviously, the best intentions, the best laid plans of the four furries who made co-host of mice and men. They're mice and men. They really did their best, and you know, it's not exactly a case study having one group of developers try and fail at something, but anybody in their position would have a hard time making money. And you know, Blue Sky, people are fooling themselves if they think Blue Sky is going to stick around. It's like basically a tech demo, right?
I don't know. Maybe these sites could survive with like a smaller dedicated fan base.
I mean, Blue Sky doesn't actually generate any money. So it's you know, I mean, I already find Blue Sky pretty annoying. I honestly
haven't used it at all since I got it. There's way more accounts posting stuff on it than Mastodon, at least.
Way more, yeah. Way more. And Blue Sky is like it's like really I was gonna say Bernie 2020, but it's really more like Ware in 2020, around there. Yeah. Very, very Prius driving.
Ew. Yeah, no, I don't use it really. I saw some cute cat pictures, but that's all.
Yeah, that's cute. That was like, there's like some ecstasy in her voice there. Anytime Lara gets impaled. So they were kind of already like redoing Lara Croft's look in this game, right?
She looks a little bit updated. This said 2004, I think.
Okay. Right, she'd been around a while already.
Yeah, I think let's maybe stop centering everything on social media now. Like, why social media and not just like some random shitty forum? Or why not my Twitch chat? Like, my Twitch chat said that. What? They did what? It's like,
because that stuff is designed to disappear, which is like, I think that is increasingly what social media is. Like even the whole idea of like, you know, oh man, here's all my favorite tweets, and like a list of like all the funniest tweets you ever read. We're not really like archiving anything anymore. It's all just like to disappear. Can I play, or is there just one controller?
There's just one, but you can play.
Wait, is this the one that I hate that talks?
Yeah.
All right. Just what I needed.
Just what I needed.
No! This is weird. Weirdly vertical.
Yeah, well, they had to crop this game to fit it on the GBA.
Wait, how do I spin jump? How do I spin jump?
It's probably the back button, B.
Back? No.
Maybe the A, the big A button.
Oh no, this sucks.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh no, I can't do this. Awkward.
Yeah, you have to like get used to that.
Ah, I hate. Why would they
You could use that instead.
Oh, is there another controller?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if this one works.
I love it.
Yeah,
We're just playing this on Game Boy
Advance.
Oh.
Here.
Oh. Thanks.
There's a multiplayer, but I'm not sure if it's. Well, actually, maybe you can pass it back and forth. I've never tried it.
Just like classic. Oh man, this is very hard to use.
You probably need a link cable though.
This is super hard to use. I'm not going to last very long. Why?
Gotcha.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to. Oh, there we go. This is terrible. Like, you guys, the layout was so simple.
Mara,
Yes.
I think you're right that this is like a shitty version, but like, how much does that matter if it's the first and only time you can play this on a handheld?
I guess not. Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't have added voices. You shouldn't have done it. But it was probably quite exhilarating to play this on a handheld.
Do you think they were thinking when they were making this game that they wish Mario could be like, just what I needed?
Yeah, if only that. Oh yeah, I've heard about the AI web crawlers just like stealing bandwidth from websites.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like crypto mining all over again.
Yeah, and then like the websites just like close because they get fucked with. They the crawlers ignore robot.txt. They just do their own thing. Yeah, this like just makes me want to play real Super Mario World. I don't think I can. I don't want.
I don't want it. Yeah, like you can hear the difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bad.
They changed it.
Why would they do that? Why? It's inhumane.
Right? That wasn't there before, was it?
No.
They're fucking with us.
Yeah, no. This is meant to make stoned people confused. Good thing I am stone cold sober tonight. I know what you're on to. So I guess my feeling is like everybody's like, well, what about this place? What about that place? Well, yes, that's what I say. The place you're talking about that you're enjoying right now, that's the place. Because we're not all going there.
No, not anymore.
No. And that you are there by yourself right now with a couple of cool people, that's good. That's how it should be. May we all find that place, yes? We should not all be in one place together.
No.
That's not good.
No, that's the dream of some motherfuckerberg.
Well, it's just like, okay, you ever go to like a comic convention or, you know, somewhere where there's a bunch of nerds, and then you've really been looking forward to hanging out with one person. Oh, this looks really good. I didn't know there was a Tactics Ogre for Advanced. This is awesome.
Yeah, is this a different game? Or is it a port?
Yeah, this is a new game.
Okay.
They made a lot of Tactics Ogre games. They all look awesome. So, like, you're really looking forward to hanging out with this 1 or 2 people that you meet at the show. And then they're with somebody you don't know, but you're like, okay, cool. And then, like, by the time you actually get to the exit door and you're walking to dinner, there's like 13 people. And you're like, all right, well, we're not going to be able to get a fucking table now. Like, we're walking to a restaurant that is going to need to accommodate all of us during, like, this big festival. And now, like, I don't even know half these people, and this wasn't even what I wanted. But, like, everybody seems to think that they all need to do this together. Like, half of these people don't know each other. Why do we all need to be like this?
It's like we got absorbed into a birthday party.
Yeah.
It's some guy's birthday.
It's some guy.
Don't say anything, like, keep it down. He's right there. I wanna get high before we get the fuck away from some guy.
Right. All I want is to steal some guy's weed for a few puffs. But, like, I don't know. Like, I think this is like, you know, this is like a nerd thing, right? Every nerd is living with the pain of rejection. They can't stand it. And they can't stand to say no to somebody else who is not reading cues, right? And that's like what all this social media kind of feels like to me is, shouldn't we all just be like looking for something of our own that we'll like? Why we all got to do everything together all the time?
Yeah, it's a big group that it's like everyone you went to high school with, a school bus of children, juggalos, also a school bus,
Nazis,
furries,
also in a school bus,
Nazi furries, people who are just like on the fringes of all of those things.
Yeah, people who like to inflate,
people who cause inflation.
Yeah, FBI spooks.
Who else? Mom, maybe?
Yeah, Mom's
Grandma.
on there. Mom's on there. Grandma, somebody's grandma's on there and they don't like it. We shouldn't all be together. We shouldn't all be together. This was, you know, when I remember, like, when the syndication model ended and webcomics kind of took off, there was a lot of talk about how comics used to need to appeal to a little baby reading the newspaper and an 88-year-old grandma.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing when we atomized because we didn't have to do that anymore. We could make art for anybody. And why should we all be modifying our behavior, which is what social media forces us to do, including YouTube? It forces us to modify our behavior in posting and also in the kind of content we decide to create. The fact that it's even fucking content and not just like something that you were driven to create. We are all shaped by this like baby and grandma thing that we're all trying to please. Except it's not just American baby and grandma anymore. You have to appeal to the whole world.
Everyone. Like the troops.
The troops. Yeah, you have to be like SNL when they like lightly criticize the military, and then the next episode they have to be like, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to say anything. You're not allowed to say anything that, well, I don't know what I'm talking about here. You're trying to be everything to everyone if you participate in all of this. And we've all been scared into behaving strangely for years and making bad art.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. We all ended up in the democratically voted upon museum, right?
Museum?
Well, like, the thing I always like, you know, whenever I say like art is like inherently fascist because it's like, or like art, like the curation of great art, because you're like, no, I know better than you. I'm going to tell you what goes in the museum. And like, hopefully that the person you choose to do that is good. But if you let people vote on what went in the museum, it would be disgusting. It would like, there would be nothing good in the museum. And we've allowed our culture to become that, to become based on votes that aggregate things to the top. This is not how you curate great art. But we've been stuck in this now for like well over a decade. And I'm sure you could trace it back even earlier than that. You know, there was even in the 70s and 80s, Bowie was talking about how the line between the creator and their audience is blurring, and that soon there will be no separation at all. And then, you know, we've seen that explode to the point where if you want to be an artist, there is an imaginary everyone living inside your head telling you what's wrong with your work, making you very, very afraid. Doug Levinson is your favorite Thingus hero. Yeah, we keep coming back to Doug. He had a lot of good ideas.
Well, he's just passionate. Whatever he says doesn't matter because he's passionate.
Yeah, but also what he says is correct.
Yeah. You know, honest.
Crazy, but he's right.
He's crazy, but he's right. Yeah, well, you're not allowed to behave like that on social media or at all. Like, you're not allowed to be that. So I guess I admire him for being that.
Well, he didn't know he was being filmed, but he would be like that whether he was being filmed or not. Because he's always been like that.
Yeah.
And how do you be, we've talked about what makes a Doug. You gotta live in Manhattan your whole life.
You have to have a Jewish mother, probably.
I mean, yeah, that's another thing. He is closer to the old country than we are. I think that might be a little crucial. I don't yet know. Like the Jewish identity of Doug Levinson and his ilk is well established.
Yeah.
I don't know how it manifests for us. Is this it right here?
What?
Is this being like a Jewish millennial in America?
Is what being a Jewish millennial?
Us talking like this.
Well, I think a lot of the time we talk about like the weird things we think, like the like skeleton monitoring system or whatever. It's like the things that we think, like, you know, I'm sure by now, like, you've had many years with Heidi, and now you've had many years as a parent. You've had plenty of just like horror situations play out in your imagination.
Absolutely.
And I think you've, you know, probably had some really funny ones over the years, right? Because everyone does. Like,
yes.
I've had funny ones, like with, you know, literally Hitler coming to your house and all that.
So is being Jewish constantly, vividly taking yourself through nightmare scenarios and finding what's hilarious about it?
Sort of. That's what our work is about, right?
I think so.
You relive painful moments from the past.
Yes, that you just won't die because they
Yeah.
can't die.
Yeah.
They're too strong a force, and yet that's pretty funny.
It's funny.
I can think of why that's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You
like,
thought I always remember things you think are funny. Like you thought that Game Boy Advance in my cartoon was so funny. I'm glad you like that.
yeah. Well, because it's painful.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It hurts. It hurts. It falls out of his pocket, just like a little boy, like a little boy with his thing that he disappears into, falling out of his pocket. Oh, hurts so good. I love the hyper-specific, painful, like the things that really, really hurt. And they hurt because, like, they are just shorthand for pain. Like they are a shortcut to the thing that hurts so much. I'm so I always want these tutorials to be like.
I have no idea who's even on my team.
Yeah, no. Well, that was a problem I think with Tactics Ogre in general is, especially in the older games, like there's just so many people. The battles take forever, and
what
you forget.
What does end mean? Do I end him? Is that what end is?
I don't know what that means.
That blue hooded guy counterattacked, but is he even on the enemy's team?
I don't know. I don't have that information.
I know that's a bad guy.
Hope so.
Well, he was talking.
Gabby says she was reading that how humor is just a form of defanging scary or painful things in safe environments. Well, yeah, I mean that's definitely my approach to art. Is I can take things that are very upsetting to me and safely explore them. It is like kind of the most transcendent thing about it for me is this is why I hate when art is safe, because that's really like not the utility of it.
Yeah.
Like all you're exploring is your anxiety about being called out. And but like, if that's what you want to explore through your art, then go ahead and imagine that through your work. Don't just make your work call out proof. You have this opportunity to say and do and depict just about anything. And you're going to deny yourself the chance to explore what you're most afraid of through your work.
Yeah, like somebody found out I was gonna make a Hitler cartoon, and they're like, does it have to be Hitler? Can you change it to somebody else?
Who?
Yeah, like who?
What else is there?
I don't know, some guy. Like
some guy who's what? Who's scary to you? Who?
Yeah, like it's Hitler. It should be Hitler. It should be literally Hitler.
It should literally be Hitler.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, yeah, I think that may be the most. I'm sorry for the hate crime that befell you with that person's commentary. How dare they?
Yes.
Pol Pot and Stalin. Well, sure, but I don't personally feel scared of them.
No, this is another stupid comment I get a million of. When's literally Stalin? It's like, don't you understand anything about me being a Jew?
I mean, that's just basic, right? Like that's like the one thing that you're supposed to understand, right?
Yeah.
Like one, we go to Chinese restaurants on Christmas, and two, we're afraid of Hitler.
And Hitler's out there, and he's coming to get us.
He's out there. They don't have any proof.
He's coming to kill naughty children. And don't eat their vegetables.
Yeah, right. Blaisdell says you should make it Donald Trump.
Make it Donald Trump.
Yeah, like that's who you should use instead of Hitler.
Great cartoon, literally Hitler. Great cartoon. Glad to be in it. They ruined it by changing Hitler. It's not good now. Now I'm here. I'm in the cartoon and not Hitler. They changed it. They made it woke. They made it PC. It was a very, very funny cartoon. Loved it. Not good now. Very lame. Made by a big loser who fell off the face of the earth and no one ever saw what happened to him.
One of the worst changes in history. Did you watch the debates, Joe?
Yeah, I watched the debates and I made a cartoon about the debates while the debates were going.
Watching it, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel you've said everything? Do you have anything else to say?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, Trump is funny when he says stupid shit, but I was just like mad when he said that stupid fucking thing about cats and dogs being eaten.
Oh yeah, no, that was horrible.
I saw it on the TV. They said it on television.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up. That was fucking dumb.
I mean, like the thing is like yeah, Trump is funny when he's making fun of all the politicians that you also don't like.
Yeah.
But then you know, you weave in and out of like these thoughts of like, but he might be president again.
Yeah.
And like, that's not funny. And then, you know, then he says something to Kamala that I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, just hits so great. But I don't know. I guess I wasn't disappointed. I've never really had a lot of faith in Kamala in terms of like, you know, she's not a charismatic politician, and you know, obviously she's been in boot camp for a couple of months trying to work on that. But, you know, the fact remains that like nobody voted for her to be the presidential candidate.
There's nothing democratic about Kamala Harris.
And she's not really, in my opinion, she's not earning it. I think this plays a lot. It plays very familiar, like a certain arrogance about who's due to be president. That like I feel like I've seen this episode before. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I've seen this. This is like, it's like some show with like a lawyer, like a district attorney. No, like The Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. She's like Harvey Dent. Mm-hmm. She's like not Two-Face yet.
Oh man, whoever helms the next Batman movie should do a female Harvey Dent who looks like Kamala.
Yeah.
I think that would be a tremendous character.
Yeah, she just mysteriously appeared and became president. Like, I don't want Trump to win, but it's not gonna feel good if she wins either.
No, I mean this is like literally how Selena Meyer becomes president. Except the president. Sorry to spoil Veep. You can mute for a second if you don't want to find out what happens in Veep. But the president drops out before his term is over. So she actually becomes president.
Yeah.
For the last, like, not much. For the last, like, little bit of his presidency. Basically like what happened here, except she becomes president.
Uh-huh.
And then the next season is about her running for president again. And, of course, nobody actually likes Selena Meyer.
No, he was like, I'm gonna choose a woman as a vice president.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'll choose a woman. It's like, she's a woman?
Yeah.
That's it?
Well, I mean, that's literally like, what other things do you have? She's just like, I mean, look, I don't need to get into it. It's it is
the signs are starting to wear on me.
The what?
The signs, the lawn signs.
The lawn
There was an AI generated one. You saw that, right?
Wait, where?
It was like cats for Kamala.
Oh, on our lawn, on the lawns around town.
Yeah,
I didn't see cats for Kamala. No.
Yeah, we have an AI generated president. I mean, I actually feel like, I mean, maybe that's a little better. Maybe she's a little better than Joe Biden, because he's always just like out of it, and that's the president, and there's nothing anyone could do about it until he's not the president anymore. Like, she has less of an excuse for doing nothing, right?
Right. Because Biden is a sitting duck at any moment in his life. He wakes up in the morning and he's a sitting duck. Kamala is one day going to need to apologize for everything she does. She's going to have to own it. Biden is going to be, unreachable within a year or two.
He's just going to wander off into the ocean.
Yeah, it was, I saw like some clips from the DNC, and it was like pretty shocking to realize that like Bill Clinton is like really old now and he's still younger than Biden.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, Biden wanted to be president back then. Yeah,
no, it's been his dream. And you know what? They never give up, Jack.
Never stop jacking, give.
I'm sorry to everybody who's not American, having to listen to this shit for what? Like the last 10 years, right? People have just been in hysterics about Trump.
Oh, yeah.
People have just been in hysterics about this for 10 years at this point. We're never going to get rid of him. I mean, if he loses, he's just going to run again.
Yeah.
It's never going to end.
Well, is it like if he loses, he like goes to jail, and if he wins, he never goes to jail?
I don't know if he'll go to jail. So far, so good.
Well, yeah, if he wins, he's not gonna have to be punished for any of his crimes.
Right. Well, yeah, they'll at least get him to show up for trials if he's not president.
Yeah. Yeah, he just shows up for trials like it's a game show. He thinks everything is a game show. Like, he said have fun to Kamala. Like, he thinks it's a game show or something.
Have fun.
Yeah, like really good. Quiet.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, I don't think there's not too much else to say about this, but I also like what I was really hoping out of Kamala. I knew we wouldn't get it. What we got was like every time Kamala is exasperated, whenever Trump is spouting absolute nonsense about eating cats and dogs, Kamala is just like,
oh my God.
Hell, well, that was interesting.
Yeah,
oh boy.
That's right? Nauseating.
Like, that is, like, that just reminds us that she's a dork who does homework, and Trump speaks his mind. And like it doesn't do her any favors. What I was really hoping for was that Kamala would listen to that stuff and then just be like, then just not even really give it the time of day.
Yeah.
You know, just be like, well, I don't know what half of that was, but here's what my policy is, and just move on, you know? And I like our inability to do that for the last 10 years is like a real problem.
Yeah.
Our inability to find a candidate that will do that is a real problem. I mean, not that we have anything to do with it.
Yeah, like There's too much grandstanding. It's like, that was untrue, Trump. It's like, stand in the naughty corner and wear the dunce cap and blah, 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 blah. You didn't do your homework correctly. You didn't do your homework at all. Your dog ate it. Blah, blah, blah. You're full of lies. You're full of excuses. Like, he's just like, and in his head, he's just thinking,
yeah, he's just Wario. He just wants to win.
he's like, no, it's not true. It's very unfair. It was political. It was politically motivated. Justice Department was weaponized. It was weaponized.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, like good luck trying to find the substance of any of this. You know, obviously, like none of these candidates are answering questions. They've got their script that they need to get through, and they look for an opening wherever they can.
There's like so much like gruntness in between, like getting to play. What else? Oh, let's do Wario.
Yeah.
Play my game.
Yes. You know, forget the substance of it. What is the personality they're selling? Well, Trump is selling the same personality that you've always known. So if you like Trump, then he's exactly the same. You're not going to be disappointed. And, you know, who is Trump up against? Oh, another nerd who is laughing because she's not mad. You know, just like another, like, well, actually, like, that's all they've got. It's like, you know, Joe was actually like a little bit of a breath of fresh air because at least he was like, I'll fight you, man. I'll beat you in an IQ test.
Yeah.
He was the dumb guy we needed.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm giving my vote to Mike because he can't vote. He's not a citizen. I'm giving it to him because I love him and he thinks it's important.
That's nice of you.
So, you know, I'll ring that bell for Trump this time.
Thingus to the past. Great show. Great show. Meredith, very smart.
All right. No, I can't send him. I have to vote in person, but you know, I'll do it for him. He runs errands for me all the time. He goes to Acme and buys Builder's bars for me. I can go hold my nose and press the stinky button for him. All right. I meant to bring this up at the park earlier, but we had a crying child to comfort, so now I get to talk about it here. It was like a little bit of a cicada season here this year.
Yeah.
I never saw a living cicada. For those who don't have cicadas, I don't know. Are there places where there aren't cicadas? I assume so. But cicadas have...
I don't have a cicada sound.
Pretty good. Cicadas have a very, very long childhood. They're nymphs for years, for like between 10 and 15 years. They live underground and they drink the sap out of tree roots until they're ready to emerge. And when they're ready, they come up out of the ground and they shed their nymph skin, which is a brown shell that actually stays intact wherever they leave it. It's pretty funny. You'll find a little nymph, like a little hollow nymph just standing on a tree. And you can just like pick it up in your hand and be like, haha, and like scrunch it in your hand and it just turns to dust. It climbs out and it is such a beautiful creature. It's like velvety black on its head, two like adorable little beady eyes, and like like deep green wings, and a white alligator belly. Just so cute. So cute. They live like 2 days. They come up, they mate, and they don't live much longer. They lay their eggs and then that's it. So I only ever see them dead, really. This year I saw maybe 2 or 3 dead cicadas. And that's the only reason I know that it's been kind of a cicada year. When we were kids, there were summers where I felt like you just saw that shit everywhere. Do you remember a summer of like extreme cicada abundance?
Yes, I think that it happens like every 17 years, right? That like there's a huge group of them again.
Yeah, that there's just so many. I have not experienced that in adulthood, but here's what I remember, okay? You can help me, you can help piece together whether you think this is true or not.
Yeah.
But I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember a summer where like our neighbors were like just this family of like 6 kids lived across the street of all, you know, various ages and comfort levels torturing bugs. They would absolutely torture cicadas. There's one older girl who would just like pull their legs off, you know, just terrible things like that. But one day I saw this girl. Oh, Heidi.
Look, she's here.
She's here.
Good one, Heidi.
Heidi rung the bell. Come here, you. Come here, you. Let's get
Dog. Sorry to interrupt.
One day.
Yeah.
One day I saw this older sister. She's like the older sister of my friend. Coming up through the driveway from the backyard. She was probably like, you know, 12 years old. She seemed like a giant, you know, like a teenager to me, just like terrifying, mean girl. She came up with a plastic wheelbarrow filled with dead cicadas.
Oh my God.
Rolled them up to the curb and dumped them in the street.
Oh, Jesus. I can imagine just like seeing like an entire sidewalk covered in them. Like it's like a repeating pattern of dead cicadas.
Horrifying.
Yeah, there were so fucking many. I think that is true. There are like massive batches. I think there was one a few years ago. We might have already passed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's different here than when in Pittsburgh. I think a few years ago there was like a shit ton of them.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's different for every region. Come here, you. Come here. You trying to get comfy? Hey, I got you. Come here.
But yeah, cicadas. Shout out to cicadas.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful creatures and totally harmless too. Let's get that camera on our girl. Oh, my Heidi.
They mutate. No, they metamorphosize for 15 years and then they live for 2 days.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Great. I mean, that's great. I mean, you know, don't we all wait like 66? How long has the universe been around? Like 6 trillion years? Don't we all wait that long to be born? Just like cicadas wait 15 years to be born.
Or, you know, even if you just see it as like the time in which we actually exist, we wait to make our mark on the world.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like we wait to do the thing that is of the greatest significance in our lives. And
then we try to have an existence after that.
Yes. But really, at the end of the day, we hope that there is something by which we can be remembered. And, you know, the cicadas mating and laying their eggs is their version of that. They're looking for eternity.
Maybe it's the songs they write. Those songs are remembered for eternity.
Right, like that song they're singing this summer is distinct.
Yeah.
No cicada has ever sung that song before.
I mean, it's just like, what do they call it nowadays? It's like transposed. It's like on TikTok. It's like there's songs that just like, you know, like Rich Girl. Mm-hmm. Like it's like Fiddler on the Roof, but it's like a different song.
Yes.
It's like there's songs that just like take other songs. Like I feel like there's like a pop song that uses the Numa Numa song I keep hearing.
Uh-huh.
And
right.
it's just like, but with like different lyrics.
I mean, that's how it should be, right?
I don't know.
People just take it.
I guess. Take.
Well, not corporations just take. Teenagers just take.
Yeah, but then like corporations make money off of what those teenagers make.
Yeah. Well, they've captured fully the environment where people can actually do that.
Yeah.
That's a problem. But the behavior of the teenagers seems pretty correct.
Well, yeah, you have to be like Skibbity Toilet now. You have to like sample things and just like take a picture and use it, and it's like fair use.
Yeah. Yeah, we're living in this age. We're living in an age, guys.
We're living in this age, the Skibbity age.
The Skibbity age. That's right. Oh, this dog is getting what she wants right now.
Oh, Heidi.
She's getting scratched.
Hurry up. Oh.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Good dog.
That's real good.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's loving these scratches.
Cute.
Yeah. That's my girl. Oh, Heidi.
Yeah, she looked like she wanted to come up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's pretty content now. So what's have you seen anything new, seen or read or heard anything that's inspiring you lately?
Let's see. Seen, heard, read, new, inspiring me lately.
You're typing it in. No. Just no. WarioWare is inspiring you? Oh, yes, yes. We are playing WarioWare. This is the original WarioWare, right?
Yeah, this is the first.
This is so funny. I mean, this is like just chock full of ideas.
Yeah. Hey, Heidi.
I've been trying to do a handstand this week. I decided I'm about to turn 40 and I can't do a handstand. And I probably will not achieve it before I turn 40, but I'd like to do it while I'm 40. I think I can do it. I'm working on, oh man, I love this one. I'm working on it. So right now, I'm basically just doing pike push-ups, which are very uncomfortable, like upside downy feeling push-ups that emphasize pressure on your shoulders and wrists. And I'm trying to do frog stands, which are where you just like stand on your hand and curl up your body and like lift your feet off the ground. And those are very hard. I didn't actually. I went to the park to do them tonight, and I didn't succeed at doing even one frog hold tonight. Some days I get it, some days I don't. So I'm working on it. It's gonna be a slow road, but if I make any progress, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. Crow pose, yeah. Frog stand, crow pose, yeah. Basically the same. You get your feet on, you get your hands on the ground like that, and you get your knees up on your elbows.
You just become a frog. Like you just do a frog's pose.
Yes.
Like you look just like a frog when you do that.
Yes. But I go like basically every night with my son to this park that has like this giant field of AstroTurf, and I just try it there. And the other night I felt pretty hard on my face, and like the next day I was like, why do I have a giant bump right in the center of my forehead?
Oh.
But now I'm getting pretty good at catching myself, so hopefully I won't, I don't know. If you see me with a giant bump in the middle of my forehead on the show, you'll know that I've been trying really hard. So do you want to tell me about all of your Meredith sightings for the week?
Yeah, I wrote down Meredith sightings because I was at the store getting groceries. It was like the most crowded I've ever seen the store. There were so many people, and I saw someone who looked like you with a little girl who looked like Oscar. She just had like curly hair. It was adorable, but like much younger, and a girl, but just like at a glance looking just like you and them. Like and then when I went out, like after I got my groceries, I saw a little boy who looked just like Oscar, and I thought it was him. So like twice I thought you were there, but it was just some other bitch. Yeah, Meredith sightings are a thing.
Meredith sightings are a thing.
Stay safe.
We live in...
Don't say hi to them. They're not her.
No, they'll get mad. They'll get really mad. They'll be like, I'm not Meredith. We live in a neighborhood that I think is quite attractive to millennial parents with one child.
Yeah.
Who are like, wow, this is almost as nice as New York. It might even be nicer. Although I'll say, like, the other night I went to this like bar that has pizza, and I'd never been there before because I never noticed they had like a vegan pizza on the menu. So we were like, Oscar had just started school. We wanted to celebrate. So we went to this bar and got the pizza. And like, to our surprise, it was only like 6 o'clock. And to our surprise, they were starting trivia soon, which like, look, there was a time where I enjoyed, where if I went to look, I'm not going to say I ever showed up to trivia, but if I went to a bar and trivia started, I'd be like, oh, okay. And I might get in on it. Now I'm like, why are you doing trivia? It's 6:30 in the afternoon. This is old people o'clock. Why are you here doing trivia? And look, I'm just going to say it. Everybody in that bar was my age with no kids, and they all looked exactly the same.
Wait. What did they look like? They were younger than you?
They were like maybe a little young. They're like in their 30s.
Yeah.
They all the men had the same beard and glasses.
Oh man, is there a beard and glasses epidemic going around?
No, it's just like in your 30s is when women too, but I think in particular guys find their look that they're just going to stick to for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And you know, a beard is like basically makeup, right? Like you're covering half of your face. So you can just have a beard. And the glasses are a no-brainer. You need glasses, and why not get some nice black rims while you're at it?
Well, yeah, I've also been there, and then trivia happened against my will.
Yeah, that was all right. I felt weird because the people who run the restaurant were super nice to us, but like the guy came over and warned us that trivia was about to start. So we're like, oh, okay, well we'll sit back here and we're not gonna be here long. We're gonna eat and leave. And he told the trivia guy to not curse. And I felt like the trivia host's observations were very dry. Like, I was like, all right, so would you be funny if you were cursing? No, I'm just being an asshole now.
I mean, trivia is, I don't know. I don't care that much about trivia, do you? Do you ever have fun? Do you ever win at trivia?
Yeah. Well, during the pandemic, I would do trivia on Zoom with some of my friends. And actually they still host it. It's actually probably going on right now while we're streaming. But I just like I think it's just like trivia is like it's a little bit too structured for me. Like if I'm gonna like have a drink and be hanging out while answering trivia, well, the answering trivia part, like I think by necessity it has to be structured because you'd never get through it otherwise. But if I'm like hanging out and having a drink, I don't want to like be told when to have fun and when to be working on trivia.
I think it should be silent. I think nobody should have to like speak over a loudspeaker with a microphone.
You mean you should just get the questions and answer them?
Yeah, like you just get them, whisper them if you don't want people to hear it, and then you submit them, and then like, a little later you find out what the answers were.
Right. That would be more bearable all you have to be quiet for is the announcement of whether the question was right or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the constant like, all right, everybody, now we're going to do this part. Like, I'm just like, can I just drink a beer?
Yeah, like I start eating my French fries like 3 times faster whenever there's like something stressing me out like that. It's like they're like playing the Beatles before, and then they interrupt you with like, I love the Beatles, don't you?
Yeah, I was enjoying that song before you turned it down. Yeah, and then the trivia host will be like, well, anyway, why don't you have a drink and have fun? And it's like, I was doing that.
It's like drink a drink. It's like, what is that? Oh, it's like Mike from Breaking Bad. Drink a drink.
Tip your bartender. Like I was doing all of this.
Yeah, it's interrupting, like an interrupting cow.
Yes. Yeah, it's just like moo. I was Enjoying. Okay, I was enjoying myself. What do you have to say? It's like when a child starts talking to you.
Yeah.
I was having fun. What do you got for me? Oh, nothing. Okay.
It's like, hey. It's like, what? It's like,
yeah. What is it? Oh, nothing. I see.
It's of little substance.
Yeah.
Compared to this martini I'm drinking, which is of substance.
Martini. Well, yeah, just like compared to the spontaneous conversation I was having with somebody I like. There's tip discourse in the chat right now.
Like about like the like tipping the trivia guy.
No, about tipping etiquette. Tipping etiquette really changed during the pandemic. You'll notice the Overton window really raised what is expected of you tipping wise.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not complaining. I think if you're paying to have a servant bring you something, then you should pay them.
Yeah.
Or at least they deserve to be paid. But
yeah, like getting food delivered, you tip so much because there's just like so much of it.
Yeah, and it's
we
also
rely on it.
It's like during the pandemic, you were asking them to like put their lives on the line so you could have a fucking burrito,
Yeah.
You'd like perfectly rationalized why you personally can't leave the house, but you're paying somebody else to do it for you. Nice. Tipping is not a thing in Australia or the UK. People get paid and then you could put like a tiny little tip on top of that, but that is absolutely not expected.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels weird like paying like $5 for a slice of pizza and then putting another $1 into a tip jar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, counters are a whole different thing too, because like at the counter, you still get the same like stripe, like, do you want to pay 20%, 25%, or 30%? And it's like, you literally just gave me a cup. Like I bought a cup and I'm going to fill it myself. I love all these little Nintendo throwbacks. It's fun.
No.
This is just teens stealing from each other. Like this game.
What is it?
This has the energy of like just stealing a bunch of other people's stuff and making a video game out of it.
Oh yeah, it's in like, this was made in like the age of Newgrounds, which I guess Nintendo had to compete with.
Totally.
They need to make something wacky and yeah, so was Adult Swim. They're making shit that was making fun of themselves.
Right. It's gone off the rails a little bit.
Oh fuck. No, one more.
Nice. You got your haircut and the hairdresser gave you the tip screen and the options were 30, 40, and 50.
No!
What? Yeah, no, that's like, that's the worst I've heard yet. Only the weed delivery guy in a place where it's illegal gets a tip like that.
Yeah. Did you ever see the 9-volt game that they made for the Wii U, Wario?
No.
It's like you're 9-volt and you have to play these like Nintendo micro games, but you have to also make sure your mom doesn't catch you playing.
That's great. Like in real life and in the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like mom is just like lurking around and you have to pretend to be asleep when mom appears, and she like turns into a demon if you're awake.
Oh man, that's awesome. Well, where are we at? We are at 10:30, so another 15 minutes or so. We're gonna call it a night. Any heroes and villains to report? Or any hills you'd like to be on?
Well, Richard Simmons died.
Richard Simmons died? When?
A few days ago.
He did? I didn't hear about that at all. Well, I'll let you talk because I need to form my thoughts about that.
Yeah, Richard Simmons died. I guess, I don't have like too much of an attachment to Richard Simmons. Just, you know, he was a good guest on the Howard Stern show. The other thing is that I'm obsessed with like the year I was born, and the year I was born, Richard Simmons was huge. Like he sold like 20 million tapes and made like $200 million. Like that is interesting to me. The idea of Richard Simmons like striking gold at the exact same time I was born, that like I just love that because it's good context for my own life.
Right. Like that was what the world looked like when you were born.
That was the world I was born into.
Yeah, it was like people were looking for like a fitness guy who was like, all right, this is totally just my perception of him, who was kind of a throwback to the lost disco era, and you know, sort of unashamedly being that, even though we all know that this shit sucks, he doesn't care. And combine that with like he had this sort of laying of hands compassion for his fans and his clients, where, you know, he would just like hug and kiss some crying woman who's crying about her body and tell her that she could do it.
Yeah.
And that he would help her. It was like he was like a little talk showy and campy and a little bit of a throwback to another age.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's just what people wanted in 1988.
Yeah, like sweating to the oldies. What oldies exactly?
I think it was disco. I think it was like YMCA and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I didn't hear about that. Everyone was talking about James Earl Jones this week.
Right. James Earl Jones also died.
Yeah, I'd like to go back and watch some of his movies. I mean, you know, it does again speak to your age. If you know James Earl Jones is like the Lion King, then you're probably 40.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I was just like curious about cable TV. So like I saw that CNN was formed in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
Was that how long ago I guess you don't remember, but how long did they have James Earl Jones?
I don't know.
As the voice.
I don't have that information.
Da, 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 da.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Minecraft movie. I don't have anything to say about that.
Well, it's a video game movie. Do you have any thoughts on that? Knowing that your son might want to see it.
Is it for 6-year-olds?
Probably. It's
Probably.
Minecraft.
Right. I don't think he's into Minecraft enough. That Rob was so great. It looked like a prototype drawing.
Yeah.
Like a technical drawing of Rob.
Yeah, maybe it was like based on the patent drawing.
Yeah, I think so. No, my son doesn't know enough about Minecraft. He recognizes it, but he's never played it.
Yeah.
He's played like an arcade game of Minecraft one time. So I don't think I have to take him to that. It's the last thing I took him to. I didn't take him, but his dad took him to Inside Out 2, and he loved that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't ask to go to the movies very much, and I kind of, I kind of get to choose what I take him to, so I don't think I'm gonna have to take him to that one.
Yeah, probably not.
You show my son a Tarkovsky movie instead, yeah. Yeah, I'll put on Stalker for my son. Still hates A Bug's Life? He doesn't hate A Bug's Life. He thinks it's okay. He doesn't ask for A Bug's Life, I'll put it that way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. Has my son seen Ants? No. No. That movie's not for kids. It's for mature adults like myself. It's for lifelong Woody Allen fans like me.
I mean, I watched it when I was, like 9?
Yeah.
I really liked Ants.
Oh, I love Ants. And I think we've established in the Thingus canon that it's a better movie than A Bug's Life.
Yeah, sorry, A Bug's Life.
Yeah, sorry. It's just the inevitable result of writing a movie around a character that one person has developed over the course of their career versus having a movie with like nothing but Pixar characters.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, like with your really average like Pixar like bug that invents things and no one respects him. It's like, don't invent things, just conform. It's like, but I don't want to conform. It's like you have Z's like, I just feel totally insignificant. It's like a little bit closer to the heart, I guess. Like it's a little bit more personal.
It's more cruel. It's more cruel. Like Flick the bug from A Bug's Life, he can get an audience with the princess if he wants to. Like Z is dirt. He's sent off to war, and him and all the other guys are about to get smashed to pieces. Like A Bug's Life does not correctly establish the nothingness that is one ant. Before then showing that an ant could, one individual ant could change a lot.
Yeah.
They just don't convince you of that.
Well, yeah, like they have a scene like about that in A Bug's Life. I mean, A Bug's Life does have like an interesting setup, I think, with the exploitation of them by the grasshoppers.
By Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. It is a good villain for him.
Yeah.
But just a lot of I will say also, like, the celebrity voices in A Bug's Life feel way more arbitrary. They basically just like, scoured Seinfeld for comedic talent and, took a bunch of funny people and put them in an unfunny movie with no jokes. Whereas, like, I laugh every time the Christopher Walken ant is talking.
Well, yeah, like I don't know, like maybe it's because they made that movie out of spite and they rushed it out that it's good. Oh no.
You might be onto something there. Making art out of spite does create interesting results.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, their brand of spite was like trying to beat them to the box office. But, you know, a lot of stuff I like is made out of a rejection of something else.
Yeah.
I think that's a fine motivation to create something. To say, I don't like what I'm seeing. How about this instead?
Oh, I'm him. Sorry.
Yeah. You thought you were going to be one of those falling rocks?
But yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, yeah, just like, you know, you get a wild hair and you get pissed off about something and then you can make something good.
Yeah. Yeah, like you make something that you're like, everyone's going to hate this and everyone loves it because it was so bad.
Because, yes. Right, like the producers. Good by accident. Anything else we want to talk about before we call it a night? We're out of here in about 5 minutes.
Probably had something written down, but
I think we've done a pretty good job of collecting our notes.
yeah.
This is just extra time for fun.
Damn it.
I've just been going to a playground and watching the sunset every night for weeks. It has been the most like beautiful end of summer ritual. Go to a playground, watch my son play with his neighbors, and shoot the shit while the sun goes down with all the parents on the block. And I think that is the thing that I love most lately. Is just like how reliable those nights are. The weather's beautiful. It's just starting to get a little cool, and school's starting up, so everyone's got their little uniforms and all their little new interests that they're working on, their extracurriculars. Oh man, these still images. Nothing really moves very much. It's a Crash and Spyro crossover. Oh, there we go.
Well, yeah, this game reminds me of something that influenced Papa Scatito. Was a series called Baku. And it's like it's so funny. It's like the lowest quality, like it's not animated at all. It's not an animation. There's no drawings, but this is what a cartoon is now on YouTube. It's like a still image of a copyrighted character, like the mask from Crash Bandicoot is the main character.
Right.
And he's just like a guy with he's wearing like a coat and like has a body, and he's like he calls up a pizza place and he's like, yo, give me a pizza, give me a boneless. He's like, what pizza got bones in it? He's like, don't put them shits on my pizza. Like it's a whole it's a whole thing just with that. And like his roommate is like the fucking Dr. Phil green M&M. And like his roommate is always like doing stupid shit, like trying to be a musician and making NFTs. He's like, they're collectibles. He's like, collect your ass out my house.
So it sounds like I mean, this is kind of what like Adult Swim was doing years ago, where like you're just taking shitty images, but injecting as many ideas and voices into it as you possibly can.
Yes, exactly. It's like some of the characters are like like Roger the alien from American Dad, but like there's still like white JPEG artifacts all around him, and it's like, it's literally, who fucking cares? That's not what this is about. It's like he actually turned that into a funny character that's distinct from the other characters that he also does.
Right. It's not about creating something original at this point, and it's not about creating something high end. It's about expressing your ideas as quickly, like as rapidly as possible.
Yeah, and like, you know, using stolen artwork to do it.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? Sell it on DVD?
No.
Oh, this is a weightlifting game.
Nice.
You know, I like that. I was thinking it would be fun to make a weightlifting game, a weightlifting mini game.
Yeah. Are there any games that use a weight?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that Heidi joined us tonight.
Yeah, Heidi's hanging out.
There's my little girl. Hmm?
I'm not happy, Bob.
Oh,
Not?
Heidi did that.
Did you do that, Heidi? Oh, she's such a good girl.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Heidi again.
Heidi again. She keeps pressing it.
Oh, there's more weightlifting? Or I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go.
It's not good form, Crash. Let's try that one more time.
Oh, but wait, it said you win. I don't need to do it again. I think you just have to hit the button.
All right. Well, that's fun. Well, we'll be calling it a night momentarily. I think next week we're gonna play some indie games. It's been a little while, so let's have some fun. If you think of any recent games that you think might be fun on the stream, hit us up in the Discord. Let us know, and I'll be collecting games this week. There's a couple I've got. There's a couple I've been wanting to play. So we'll try some fun stuff out on the next stream.
Yeah, Thingus villain AI pack for giving us Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, the AI, the cats for Kamala. Yeah, no. Back to the drawing board with that one, guys.
Not that AI.
Oh, I see. AI pack. You mean APAC?
APAC.
Yes. I have never heard anyone say that before. AI pack.
I didn't know how you pronounce it.
No, I know. You learn by reading. I can't criticize. Is there a Thingus Discord? There is. Let me see if I can drop it in the chat real quick. Oh no, I have to open Discord to do this. There is a Thingus Discord that I probably should be linking to on the stream. Oh, Gabby went ahead and did it. Thank you. Yeah, come by. It is a surprisingly active Discord, considering there's just a few of us chilling there. We get into it regularly.
Yeah, if there's any conversation where we like mentioned a video, I'll usually post the video in the Discord after we do the Thingus.
Yeah, it adds context and texture to the whole experience. Anyway, we're gonna hit the milk button and tuck you guys in for a little Betty bye. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.